Hola, amigos. I have a new story. This one's called Jojo's Journey. I wonder who Jojo is. I bet you it's the cat. Relax. Close your eyes and imagine a beautiful cat with blue eyes. It was the cat. She has cream-colored fur, dark, pointy ears, and a long black tail. This is the story of Jojo, a spoiled Siamese puss. She belonged to a little girl called Jessica who doted on her. Let's listen to their story. Every morning, Jessica poured milk into Jojo's special gold-edged cat saucer. Then Jessica went to the toy box and took out the ball of purple silk with an ostrich feather on the end. Jessica played feather games with Jojo all morning long until the cat fell sleepy. Then Jessica carried Jojo to her basket in the sunniest spot by the window and stroked her tummy while her pet fell asleep. "You are the best and most beautiful cat in the whole wide world," Jessica would always say. It's true, Jojo thought. I am a very beautiful cat. Jojo would snooze in her basket and refuse to get up until Jessica served her cat nibbles on a silver bowl for tea. Even if a mouse had run across the floor, Jojo wouldn't have twitched a whisker or shifted a paw. I don't need to chase mice, she thought. I'm not a common cat who has to hunt for my food. Jessica always brings me the best of anything I want. But one morning, everything changed. "Get up," said Jessica, rather rudely. "We've got a very busy day ahead." Jojo purred and rubbed herself against Jessica's ankles like she always did when she wanted her morning milk. "The refrigerator is empty," said Jessica. "You'll have to have water instead." She filled an old chip bowl from the tap. Where was Jojo's special saucer? And what were those men doing? They were carrying the toy box outside to a van, and Jessica was letting them take it. "This is such an adventure," Jessica cried. She was clapping her hands and talking excitedly. The whole house was full of boxes and men in big boots. Everyone was busy. No one was paying any attention to Jojo, not even Jessica. She was taking the pretty curtains down from the sunny window above the place where Jojo's basket was supposed to be. "I've had enough of this," huffed Jojo. She stuck her tail high in the air and marched straight out the door. "If Jessica's not going to play with me, I shall go outside and sit under the next-door garden shed," she decided. "It may be dusty and dirty down there, but it will teach Jessica a lesson when she notices I've gone." All morning, Jojo sat under the shed and sulked. "A pedigree puss like me shouldn't be treated this way. I am the best and most beautiful cat in the whole world," she fumed. "How dare Jessica ignore me? How dare she have something more important to do than to look after me?" All morning, Jojo waited for Jessica to call for her, but she never did. All Jojo could hear was the clatter of pans and the thump of boxes being piled into the van. She could make out Jessica's excited voice. "They're all playing some sort of very silly game over there," thought Jojo, "and I don't like it. It has absolutely nothing to do with me." Jojo curled her tail under her chin. She settled down among the dust and spider webs and went to sleep. "Jojo! Jojo! Where are you?" Jessica called in a desperate voice. But Jojo didn't hear her. She was having a very important dream. Jojo was dreaming that she was the queen of all cats, sitting high on a purple velvet throne. "Jojo!" yelled Jessica. Jojo twitched in her sleep. Suddenly her eyes were wide open. Her heart was pounding uncontrollably. She flicked her ears, listening for the sound of the men and the thud of boxes, but there was nothing. Somewhere in the distance, a van rattled away down the street. Jojo scrambled out from under the shed. She leapt onto the garden fence, but Jessica's house was empty. There were no pretty curtains in the window, no van in the driveway, and no sign of Jessica anywhere. Jojo sniffed the air. For the first time in her life, she was thinking like a wild cat, with all the ancient art of a hunter. I'll have to find Jessica, she decided. I was silly to sulk. Now she has left me behind. Although the van had disappeared from sight, Jojo felt certain she knew which way to go. It seemed as if an invisible thread was leading her, and the purple ball of silk they had always played with was magically tugging Jojo toward Jessica. For 3 days and 3 nights, Jojo trudged along beside Noisy Road. Her cream-colored fur turned gray with dust. She drank muddy water from puddles. Once she almost caught a mouse, but it got away. She became hungrier and hungrier. At last, Jojo came to a red house on the edge of a strange town. A pair of pretty curtains were hanging in the window. "Jessica!" she purred and flopped down exhausted on the doormat. "Jojo!" cried Jessica, flinging open the door. "I thought I'd never see you again." She scooped the tired cat into her arms. "You may be dusty," sobbed Jessica, "but you're the best, most beautiful, most magical cat in the whole world." I think that cat learned a very valuable lesson, don't you? We don't have to be the center of attention all the time. By sulking and acting spoiled, Jojo got herself into very serious trouble. It can be upsetting when we don't understand what's happening. Instead of jumping to conclusions or getting angry, find out what's really going on. And finally, Jojo was upset when her routine changed, but Jessica saw the excitement of moving house. A routine is lovely, but change can also be fun. Very true. I love you boys very much. I hope you enjoyed the story, and I will talk to you again soon. Love you. Bye.